What's going on, guys? Going to take a quick look today at an optic, or a red dot I should say, sent over by Axeon Optics. This is a very nice little red dot, and one of the things that I don't understand why red dot manufacturers don't do is this. Just something just so simple as that. Just put some scope covers on there. It is so nice to have scope covers on your little red dot. Not have to worry about that stupid little rubber bikini. But anyway, we're going to have some go over this little red dot here in this video. Again, this was sent over by Axeon Optics to give you guys a good look at it. That's exactly what we're going to do today. I have grown quite fond of this thing. Just to quickly highlight some of the things about it is it does have a 20,000 hour illumination time on it. And again, it has scope covers. And it comes with a detachable bottom base that allows you for a lower base as well as this raised base right here. But let's just get this thing down onto the table after I take a few of these shots and get a closer look at it. Not bad at all. All right, here we are on the tabletop taking a good look again at the Axeon MDSR1 little red dot. Got a hold of Axeon and asked if they can send this over to give you guys a good look at it, and I'm really glad they did. So we want to thank them for sending it our way to give you guys a good look at it, because I really do enjoy this little red dot. It's got a nice price point. It's got good features on it, very compatible with a lot of other red dots out there in this range, in this affordability range. And it also has, again, more to offer as in scope covers. I don't know why more manufacturers are not putting scope covers on their red dots. How hard is that to do? Nobody wants to run around with these all day long. They get lost, they're rubbery, they collect dust inside of there, it goes onto your lens. I'm sick of it. Stop it. Red dot companies, stop it. Stop putting these on your red dots. Look what Axeon did. Look at that. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. How hard is that to do? Anyway, rant over. Scope covers, what a big bonus for a little affordable red dot like this. And they are very nice scope covers too. They are nice and springy, seem nice in quality. They stay on the rifle, even through the recoil of a shotgun, and on this here PC carbine. Now the PC carbine doesn't recoil a lot, but it is quite aggressive in its recoil. I actually blew up a 22 LR, or yeah, 22 LR rimfire scope that I put on here just to test that scope, and PC carbine kind of broke it. So it is somewhat of a recoiling gun, and again, I did put this on a shotgun, so I only ran 20 gauge on the shotgun when I was running this, but in that little 18-inch lightweight single shot, that 20 gauge is about as good as a 12 gauge pump or 12 gauge semi-auto. Doing just fine. Everything inside of here, the components, the red dot, the scope, everything itself, just fine. So it can handle the recoil of a 12 gauge, and I think the G-force on there is rated at something like 600. It might be actually 800 Gs on this little red dot. So a good quality little red dot at a good price, at quite a few things to offer for it. Very ease of function in that it has just power on, power off. 11 settings for your red dot, and very daylight bright, which is nice. And the more affordable price points of red dots, daylight bright never really, a lot of times doesn't stand up to daylight bright. This one is daylight bright. Perfect. And I believe is night vision capable. I have to double check on that. I'm fairly certain that's what I read as well. The light dimness goes very low on there. I like that it has a auto shut off, so if you forget to shut this off, it just shuts off by itself. I couldn't find what the hours in which it shuts off or minutes in which it shuts itself off. Speaking of hours, this one has a 30,000 hour lifespan on it. Now I did get conflicting information out there. Some said that it was 20,000 hours. Others, information stated that it was 30,000 hours. So not quite sure, and I can't quite test that, because if you look at how many hours are in a single year, it's not feasible to try to test 30,000 hours for a review. I would have never got this review done. However, that being said, when I first got this red dot in, all I did was take out the factory battery and installed a fresh Energizer battery, which is what I do with every single one of my red dots, and what I recommend everybody else do as well. Because that is a fresh battery that I bought, slapped it right in there, have not turned this thing off, and it has been doing just fine. I haven't really had it for that long, but again, it's kind of hard to try to and try to find out if it actually is 30,000 hours or not. I do like the fact that it has an external battery compartment, which means you don't have to take this off of the mount itself to replace your battery. It's kind of nice thought to have the battery located on the outside of the unit itself. The adjustment knobs are half MOA adjustments and are covered by these little caps here, and you utilize the caps right there to adjust your knobs inside of there. Very tactile on the elevation, or I'm sorry, on the windage. Very nice solid clicks. However, on the top it was a little bit stiff to try to get that one to rotate. However, still got it done, no issues at all, and holds 0. The functions on the top are power on, power off. If you press the rear, it lowers your brightness of the dot inside, and if you hold it, it shuts the red dot off. And then pressing either one of these buttons will turn the red dot back on, and of course the forward one will raise your red dot level, brightness level. You can see by these shots right here, the image, basically what you see inside of the scope, is nice and bright. Not much of a difference in the color and the contrast, so that's kind of nice. Nice clear optic. Doesn't seem to be, you got a lot of these more affordable ones have a very dark tint to them to help with the illumination or lack thereof inside of the scope itself. And this one has nice clear lenses inside of there, so your brightness of your red dot is actually pretty good, and the image is nice and clear. At this price point, that's not bad at all. It does come with this co-witness riser, which I did not put this on my AR. I was originally just going to go ahead and throw this on the AR, but I'm going to leave it on this little PC carbine because I do like this. Again, the scope cover's on there, and I do like the fact that it does have an extremely long battery life on it. So I didn't really use the scope, the riser on here, but I believe this is full co-witness riser. Seems to be very quality, nice lightweight. Again, the entire unit with the riser is about 4.2 ounces, so it does come with a riser for those of you guys that want to put it on there. Now again, I've thoroughly enjoyed this little dot on here. It seems to be well made. Everything about it looks actually pretty good. Again, highly can't brag enough about the scope covers. Those are just a small thing that I just wish a lot more red dots would do. The 2 MOA dot inside of there makes for some nice precise shooting at 100 yards if you're trying to shoot for groups. Having a nice fine dot as a 2 MOA dot in there, especially located forward on the rail, helps you to really group those shots really well. And again, being daylight bright, it is very bright, so it's easy to pop in and out of targets. Can't say much more about it other than it's been doing just fine. It's a good price point that they have on there. A lot of features and a lot of things that you want and need, and not a lot of stuff that you don't really need on it. So Axeon, good job. I think you guys done a great job on this little red dot. I do appreciate you sending it out. If you guys want to take a look at this one, I'll have it linked down there in the description box down below. Just a good little red dot. If you're looking for something to throw on and beat up a little bit, there you go. Nice little affordable red dot to throw on your rifle. Anyway, guys, hope you appreciate this video, and we will catch you guys on the next one.